The journey to Founders to 5-0 starts now.
It's time to get to work.
The more you play pickleball and the better you get at pickleball, naturally the more fun pickleball becomes.
All right, there you go. My eyes are puffy. My eyes are watering. Let's see, about a few months ago, got approached by my buddy Josh Griffin. He asked to do a tournament. And so we are actually here in St. George. We're at the Greater Zion PPA tournament. So it's been fun. I've been able to watch Martin and Tammy and Mikey and a few of our other players play. And I've been doing that for many, many years. But this is my chance to actually play. Obviously, I've been training as much as I can with a young family, 2 little girls, and then of course everything that we're doing with the business and traveling. So we're playing at the 4-5 level. It'll be a good challenge. I don't know if I'm at that 4-5 level right now, but we're gonna push it. Kind of our mindset was I play better when I'm playing against better competition. I'm just more locked in. So it's now 6:45 in the morning. We're about 15 minutes from the venue. This last week has been pretty sweet. I played more pickleball in the last week than I have in the last month. Mainly because Martin and Tammy were staying at our house for the tournament. And so it would be like 10:30 at night, and Martin had been playing that day, and he's like, we're all dead tired. And Martin's lacing up his shoes. I think Martin gave me 3 or 4 lessons over the past week, and that's been really helpful. Obviously, I wish I would have had those lessons like a month ago so I could implement more of them, but even those 3 or so lessons have been super helpful. So we've done a handful of lessons together. I've played a bit with Michael Lloyd. Haven't had a lesson from him, but we've just played some games together. It's been fun to see that higher level. I would think that's good prep, but thankfully I've had them around me to coach me and see how they play. The other thing is we have Michael Oakson, pickleball chiropractor, here with us. He got in last night, but he's going to be at the tournament watching, also coaching Josh and I. He plays at a very high 5-0 level and coaches a lot. So that'll be helpful. It's all kind of happened in this last week, which doesn't give as much time to implement everything that they've taught us, and me specifically, but you take what you can, don't get in your head, play free, and have fun. So I think it'll be a good test. I think we got a lot of good people in my corner, just family and people on the team, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
That's right.
What is that?
Oh,
Yeah. No, that's top level, dude. And I think Michael, they're rolling right now.
Yeah.
I like your last return. You guys have nothing to lose at this point. Go for your returns a lot more.
Yeah, that's right. So
I know he's when you were right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's good ball.
Nice job. Nice job. Nice job, Josh.
Good game, guys.
Dang it.
You guys fought, man. Good fight.
Oh my God.
Good fight.
All right, so despite having the greatest coach,
I don't know if I did my job today.
Despite having the greatest coach I could have had, obviously didn't turn out what we wanted. But had 2 losses right off the get-go, unfortunately. So only going up from here. No, I honestly just wanted to have just an open conversation to kind of get your thoughts and feelings on Founders to 5-0 and trying to do it within a year. So I was feeling a little bit more confident. Mm-hmm. Now I'm realizing, okay, I got some things to work on, which is good. I want that.
Yeah.
But despite all that, I guess I just want to get some of your feedback on
Yeah.
what went well, what didn't go well, and are there some key areas that I can improve to get me closer to that 5.0 level?
Yeah. I feel like I'm in my doctor's office right now. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Hit me with whatever.
Okay. Let's start with the good, because there was a lot of good.
All right.
I think the good was this was great competition.
Yeah,
Here
it was.
in Utah, and I'm from Southern California, so I wasn't sure what to expect from like a 4 or 5 here versus SoCal, and I think the level was super good. So, truthfully, I think you played 2 very good teams. I think the positives were when you guys were playing free, you played well.
Yeah.
And I think you guys just got a little bit tripped up and tense, and your first PPA tournament, that's going to happen.
True.
But I think just to know that like when you were playing more free, that was actually what was working best for you. I think from like a mentality perspective, that will be good for you going into your next tournament because then it almost encourages you to play more free because you know that's actually what worked best for you.
Yeah.
I'd rather be in that category than like, oh, when I dialed everything in and, you know, got more compact, then I was doing better.
Yeah,
I'd rather be in that like flow state of like, okay,
if I can just open up,
yes,
then my level of play rises.
Right. And that's not for everyone, but that definitely was the case with you 2 today.
Yeah, I felt that.
Anytime we got super technical with anything, it just didn't really go in our favor. So I would take that as a big positive.
Okay.
Opening up the swings. And I think the things that were pretty obvious to me that we need to work on is the first 2 shots, serve and serve return.
And I want.
So it's fascinating to me because you have such a strong forehand drive.
Yeah.
And you hit your serve at like
pretty slow,
25% of the pace.
Yeah, I do.
And I didn't want to like, this was my first time watching Reagan compete, but that's not a change you want to make on tournament day.
Yeah.
In terms of like addressing your question of what can we work on, I think that's something I don't even know if that's really a technique change as much as like, let's get confident with your serve and start going bigger.
Yeah.
Because what I felt right off the back, as I told you, was like, you guys need to go for your returns more because they were going for their returns more.
Yeah, they were.
And I think a lot of that was just because both of you guys were holding back on your serves a bit. So they were able to really run through their returns. Get good court position early in points, which puts you on the back foot early in a point, right?
It's crazy how those first 2 shots are actually, you know, everyone talks about 3rd, 5th, you know, those shots.
Yeah.
But those really don't matter. I mean, obviously they matter, but they don't matter as much if you can't get a solid serve and a solid return.
100%.
You know, you're always on your back heels. You know, so interesting.
Yeah, and that's not the most fun thing to, you know, repetitiously drill with a partner, but super important. So I think the reason I brought that up is just because you have a great forehand drive. So I'd like to get you serving bigger, and then return technique-wise, the only thing I was seeing is like you weren't fully letting the ball like apex on your returns, if that makes sense. You were like attacking the ball as it was still ascending upwards, instead of treating it almost more of like a smaller ground stroke in a sense, to really like hit through that ball, extend through it, and then get your body going through it. It seemed like you were almost prioritizing your court position over the ball that you were hitting.
Actually placing a good ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I think you obviously want to prioritize both. You want to hit a good ball and get good court position, but I think you have to hit a good ball first and then react and get good court position. So I always say like shift, don't step through your return. So you want to feel your body weight shifting through your return forward. Then you want to step through the ball. But I think a lot of it was like you were stepping through the ball in the ascension of the actual ball. And that's a mistake that I see with a lot of players, even playing 5.0 plus. And they're not getting the most out of their returns. Those first 2 shots, outside of that, I think working on general, this is general, but I think this would help immensely just throughout your game, like ready position. You were ready, but I think paddle is oftentimes very close to your body. I felt you kind of like reaching for a lot of things instead of like already being chest forward and hips back. And then I think it also kind of presented a little bit of a threat for the other team in the sense that like if I'm playing against someone and I see their paddle a little bit closer to their body, their chest is open a little bit, it makes for a tempting opportunity to attack that person a little bit more. And that's just something I saw with both of you guys was like, you guys have very fast hands. That's not the problem. It's almost the way it's being presented more, if that makes sense. So, you know, like one of the things I think your reach is great, but I think you don't have to reach as much if your ready position's better.
Okay.
But overall, I think your counters are very strong. I just want it to be matched with like better body positioning, which is mainly hips back, chest forward, paddle out with a little bit more extension in the elbow.
Yeah.
I think the last thing I would say is just like movement off of your third shot drop versus your third shot drive.
Okay.
And that takes a lot of partner cooperation there. So this is not like a one-man task.
Yeah.
You can train each of those shots. You can train third shot drives. You can train third shot drops. I would like to develop you with a little bit of a hybrid between those two for starters, where you're actually moving through the ball.
Yeah. Okay.
But today I saw you either doing like one extreme or the other. It was either like a relatively passive third shot drop, or like we were swinging through the ball fully for a drive.
Yeah.
So developing something in that middle ground that allows you to...
What do they call it, the drip?
A drip, right. Because I certainly don't want you running through your drives. That's just kind of reckless.
Yeah.
And you can't really run through a super passive drop either because the ball bounces up pretty high.
Yeah.
So something like adding something like a drip to your arsenal to mix in, I think would be
Get
a huge
little
game
bit more of
changer.
an aggressive...
Because it still applies pressure.
Yeah.
And it's a good drip to me also. I see people define that totally different ways. It's just almost making the opponent hit a volley.
Yeah.
Like you actually don't want that ball
It's not
bouncing.
An attack. Oh, you're even saying off the... Okay.
Does that make sense? Yep. Like off of your third drip, you actually don't want that ball bouncing in the kitchen.
Oh, interesting.
You want your opponent reaching in from a low position, and then you're pouncing on that fifth.
Yeah.
To really attack. So there's like a game plan from your third through transition to your fifth. That was just one of the things I felt like you were hitting one shot at a time. Whereas like I feel like 5-0s are hitting their
like there's
hitting
more
patterns.
Combos, patterns,
Yes, to like hit your third, fifth, seventh.
Yeah. Okay.
You were just like hitting your third, I felt.
And I think I need more, like Martin and I worked this week on more of a drip.
Yes.
Cause I think you get that aggressive drop.
Yeah.
It puts you in a lot more. You can attack.
Yep.
A lot better position. So.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. Cool.
That pretty much. I mean, and it's like more tweaking the things instead of like adding something completely new. You know, like you have fast hands. I just want like better body positioning.
Yeah.
And then with the drive and drop, we just need to find like a good, consistent middle ground there.
Yeah.
But I think you felt too like there's a lot of pressure at tournaments, regardless of the level you're playing at. So it's having that repetition of knowing, okay, I've hit this shot thousands of times.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, you were just picking up your drilling the week before, which is always good, but like that consistent repetition will, I think, give you the confidence to actually go out and use that in your next tournament.
Yeah.
And if something's not working, then you can pivot because you have multiple options, right?
Yeah, exactly. It just goes back. I mean, it's like this in almost every sport, but the consistency.
Yeah.
And you fall back to the level of your systems, or what comes, what you have practiced for so long. In those moments, right? When you feel a little tense, you fall back to the level of your consistency or your systems that you've developed. So, no, I think that's really good. I definitely have a lot to work on, but it also excites me.
Right?
And especially because I obviously didn't have the outcome.
Yeah.
Obviously, we were pushing to go for that 4-5. I definitely believe I can play 4-5.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like it was too far out of reach, despite the results. Obviously, focus on the process, focus on the progress, and results follow. Kind of going back to those systems.
Yeah.
And but the results will come from that, right? So 100%. I think it's not too far out of reach, but I now have a wider view of like, okay, here's what I need to work on, here's what I can do, and it's all for getting to that 5-0 and playing better. So,
love it.
Okay, that's a wrap. Thank you.
That's a wrap. See ya.